Good morning again, guys. Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to try to live today in 4K. Don't get used to it. It is still technically morning, at least for a little while longer. Little man slept pretty decently last night. We tried a few different things and managed to get several hours at a time as opposed to a half an hour to an hour, so that's definitely a big thumbs up. But we've just been kind of doing some stuff around the house this morning. We've got to get everything sort of cleaned up a little bit because the people that come to help us clean our house will be here in just a few minutes, and they're going to help us, again, like I said, clean our house. Definitely appreciate it at a time like this when things are very, very difficult to do without people to help. So reading through some of the comments on the video I put up about the Panasonic G7 last night, one of them came from Jose, who was giving some suggestions for lenses I probably ought to pick up for this camera. I'm going to start looking at lenses after the new year, once finances kind of resettle and reshuffle themselves. For the time being, this came with the 14-42 f3.5 to 5.6. I have to look at it because numbers. Which is a kit lens. It's obviously not going to be great, but it doesn't look terrible. But after the new year, I'm going to be selling off some of my older equipment, some of my Canon equipment, because I'm kind of done with Canon DSLRs at this point. Mirrorless Micro Four Thirds seems to be a pretty decent way to go. And I've been thinking that for a long time because I've got the Nikon J1, and that was sort of my entry into mirrorless, and it was excellent for the time, but it just didn't hold up very well. But anyway, like I said, after the new year starts, I'm going to be selling off my Canon 6D, the 24-105 lens that came with it, probably my Sigma 30mm lens 1.4 that I haven't touched in a really long time. And I've got a couple of other lenses that they're Canon. I don't use Canon anymore. Nothing wrong with Canon, they weren't where I really wanted to be. They didn't do 1080p 60 frames a second, and they didn't go to 4K, and that's kind of where I wanted to be. So once the new year is here, I'll start getting rid of those things, start looking into more mirrorless lenses, Micro Four Thirds lenses, whatever. I don't really want to spend a huge amount on it. I mean, I spent $600 for this camera plus microphone, so if I could buy one prime that's decently wide, I'm talking like 12mm, I don't know, f2.0, f2.8, that would be okay. I don't know what's out there though. Jose did mention a 12mm, and he said something about the other one he recommended, the 9-18mm, would actually be more expensive than the camera. Understandable, but not necessarily something I'm going to rush into. Maybe I'll look into something that's a little bit longer, maybe something like a 42, I think there was a 42.5 f1.4 or 1.8. It's supposed to be excellent for portraits and, again, relatively inexpensive, so that instead of using this lens and being able to get pretty close to it, I can put the camera over there, use that portrait lens, and get some really, really nice shallow depth of field while I'm filming. Just thinking outside the box. Yeah, there's a big bag full of stuff.
What is
This, Kim was saying one of her customers, one of her people she works for, just has lots and lots of leftover things from having grandkids, and now that the grandkids there are getting older, yeah.
Oh look, these are good for when they eat.
Messy things.
When they start eating real food.
Yeah. It's got a little pocket on it.
Yeah.
There's just all kinds of stuff in the little
It was
bag.
inside out. There. Yeah, these are good. That catches all the food.
Cups and things that we don't know what they are.
Pop pals.
That looks like it hasn't even been used.
Oh, I did not have that. It holds popsicles.
Yeah.
Duncan can use that.
It's like a popsicle stick holder.
Look at all this stuff. What is that?
It's a dog. It does dog things. Maybe it's like a potato slicer. I don't know. Soap holder?
I don't know.
Some of the stuff is probably not terribly useful, like right here on this edge, there's a one of those juice bottles.
Yeah.
That'd probably just be thrown away.
Yeah, we just toss.
But there's a lot of stuff in there.
What's that?
Lots of those bibs, lots of those
There's sippy
cups and
Oh look, another juice pal. We have one of these.
juice pal was really useful.
Yeah.
I put a juice box in there so a kid can't squish it all over themselves. Definitely handy. Bowls and sippy cups and just.
I like the bibs the best.
Yeah, bibs are great.
Because I like those kind of bibs. They're helpful. Very helpful. Oh look, there's another thing that's like a juice pal, but
not branded. Juice pal.
no
Crayola. Cool. Lots and lots of cool stuff to go through. You trying to wake up? Thinking about it. Sleepy. You sleepy too. Yeah. Butter. You said soup time?
well, how much you want in a bowl, please?
That looks delicious.
It looks weird when it's cold.
It looks like mush. Which kind of looks like what I had for breakfast, so that's okay.
You have 2 bowls of mush.
Today's a mush day. Well, I'm alive, alert, awake again. The lady and her husband who come and help clean the house came by, cleaned after they left, had a little bit of lunch, and You can guess it. I passed out again. Putting my shoes on now though, because it is time to run out to the store for a little while. I think Christina's mom's gonna stay here with the boys, so we can run out, pick up some of the essentials, some of the things that we need, and be right back. Because I'm filming today on this camera, I don't think I'm actually gonna be taking this camera into the store. That would be a little bit weird, but I may take it in the car. See how it works out. Realistically, I'm kind of curious to see how much of this footage is going to be in focus, because I'm doing this whole thing autofocus the entire time, so it's going to be refocusing. Like if I put my hand up there, it's going to refocus on my hand, and then it's going to refocus back on my face, hopefully, here in a second. There we go. Looks like it focused. So I'll be curious to see how it works out. A little bit dark in here at the moment. I thought I was going to be going to the store with Christina, but apparently she had other ideas in mind, so I am staying at home with littlest man. There he is. Hard to do this with his new camera. There he is. And with older little man. He's gonna sit there and play some games. Little man here is gonna sit here and be adorable, because that's what he does. Actually, when Duncan was a baby, when he was a little teeny tiny, I had a laptop that I would keep on the table in front of me so I could get my work done while I was still taking care of him. But this time around, I'm trying to do the same with a tablet. I've got the Shield tablet here. Oh yeah, you tell me all about it. He's pointing at me and talking. Hey, you just want to be on camera? You want to talk? Yeah. What are you going to say? You going to say some life-changing things? He's got lots of stuff to say. He just had his bottle, so he's feeling pretty good. Yeah. Yep, tell him all about it. Yep. Alright. Good to know. He's tired now. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be spending time here on the tablet. I've been answering comments and questions and stuff all, since I woke up, basically. And now that I'm staying here with the kids, wow, weird to say that, with the kids, because there's more than one at this point. But I'm just going to be, sitting here answering them as they come in and continuing the day. You'll have to let me know how this footage looks. I tried out the G7 in low light last night and lighting about like this, and it didn't look bad at all. It was not grainy. It had trouble maintaining focus. That's sort of the biggest problem I've seen with it. But other than that, I've been super duper impressed. I cannot wait to see how this 4K day turns out. All right, so change of plans. Right after I filmed the last clip, Duncan came over to me and said, "Daddy, can we play some video games?" Right? Know what you said? So we're back in the office, and we've got littlest man in his carrier, and we're gonna put some Rocket League. Sorry, wobbly. And we're gonna put Rocket League up on the TV and play for a little while we're able to keep an eye on him and deal with his needs as he needs them. Multitasking, multitask parenting. Well, after Duncan and I finished playing Rocket League, well, I say finished, after we stopped playing Rocket League, I took a little bit of time and I started editing the footage from today so far. There are a few things that I've noticed about the footage so far, so I wanted to go ahead and just talk about them. All of the video quality has been excellent. Going into different lighting scenarios, like going from this dimly lit room into a brightly lit room like the kitchen or something, it seems to sort of not adjust as well as I would like, but that's okay. Normally you wouldn't really do that. That's more of a vlogging, daily vlogging kind of thing, which is not necessarily something I'd want to use this camera for. By the way, I'm currently holding this on the GorillaPod, so I've just got my arm kind of propped up here on the chair arm, and I'm using the GorillaPod in my hand. This is not going to be comfortable for terribly long, so I'm going to kind of make this quick. As far as I mentioned earlier, the staying in focus thing, that has been a problem a little bit, but not as bad as I expected it to be. It's been a lot better than it was previously, which is very, very good. As far as the image stabilization, there doesn't appear to be any image stabilization in terms of video mode, which I thought there was going to be, but maybe I was mistaken there. Maybe you need a different lens for that. I really don't know. It doesn't look bad. It's just when you're walking around or when I'm moving the camera around, there's a lot of wiggle wobble stuff, but you're not going to really expect everything to be excellent out of that. You're going to expect that out of something like my AX33 camera, wherever it is. There it is. Everything got moved around when our cleaning person was in here helping earlier. Speaking of which, there was a clip I was watching too earlier. I completely forgot to explain what was going on there. There's a couple, a man and wife, that come and they help clean our house for us once every few weeks. The bag of stuff that Christina and I were looking through, apparently one of their other customers, one of the other people that they deal with on a regular basis, are extremely wealthy people. They're an older couple, they've got lots and lots of grandkids, And every now and again, once their grandkids reach a certain age, they take everything that is from that age and earlier, like bibs and like toys and things like that, and they give them to people who need them or people that want them, just people that they think that can use them. So what they've been doing is they go to this lady who cleans their house for them and says, do you know anybody that has a baby that might like these things? Not necessarily that they need them because they're you know, a needy family or anything, but that too. In our case, it's not that we're a needy family, it's not that we need the help and the support, but it is definitely nice to have that someone thinking about us, that this person that has rapidly become a friend of our family thought enough of us to include us in their little loop and bring us some things to help out with the baby. I should also mention, I've been editing the 4K footage on this computer. The editing process has gone very, very well. However, I might want to look into using proxy clips because there have been the occasional stutters in the video playback. It may just be that I need to change some settings. It may just be that there's something regarding the 4K clips that it's not 100%. I don't know what it's having such a problem with. Maybe it's just that my hard drive is getting way too full. I don't know. But it does, like, the video will occasionally stop while it's playing it back. I'm sure the render process is going to be not terribly bad. So far, all of the clips from today, it's been like 7 gigs worth of footage. And this stuff that I've been doing on top of it's probably going to be another 7 to 8 gigs, which is awesome. But I'm definitely loving the quality. Not something I'm ever going to use as a daily driver for vlogging, but I could see somebody using it as a daily driver for that. Casey, $600 camera with this amazing microphone. And apparently mine was still a really, really good deal. Technically, mine was an $850 deal, but somebody pointed out in the comment section of one of my videos that the B&H Photo actually has the exact same camera in a bundle with the Rode VideoMic Go, which is a $100 microphone. So if you missed out on the deal on Amazon, that one is still available. However, hand is starting to hurt. However, they also have it in a bundle with just the camera plus a $150 B&H gift card. So you could technically, if you've already got a mic like I already did, you could use that one instead, or you can buy the Rode VideoMic Go, which is like a $90 microphone, plus an extra battery or an extra battery charging plate if you have the Watson charger that I mentioned in a previous video on the main channel, or you can buy an extra memory card or two, things like that. I mean, having that extra $150 gift card to B&H would be a whole lot more helpful than having a spare microphone if you already have a mic. In my case, the $600 for this setup, I'm very, very pleased with it so far. I mean, and I'm not saying this, I haven't been sponsored by anybody, haven't been covered by, you know, this was just, I saw this mentioned on, actually, like I said before, I saw it mentioned on Kevin the Tech Ninja doing a giveaway. This was part of the giveaway because this was a $600 bundle. They're including it as a starter YouTubers kit. And, you know, to throw $600 into camera mic setup, that's expensive. My very first camera for YouTubing was I'm going to thoroughly show my age here, but my first camera when I first started making YouTube videos was this. This is the Flip Ultra HD, 720p video quality, and basically it was just, you hit the power button on the side, you hit this big red record button on the back, has a little teeny tiny screen, and it does 720p video. When you're done recording, you flip out the little USB plug on the side, and you get your footage off of it that way. It actually takes AA batteries, and it had a battery pack included that was notorious for overheating and dying, but you can replace that with AA batteries and be good to go again. I did test it out recently, and I completely forgot to include the footage from it. I'm not going to include it in today's video, but it does still work. It does still get the job done. It's just not great. If you go back, well, actually all those clips are probably long gone by now. If you can find the old clips, maybe on my This Week in Linux channel, the very, very first videos from like 2009 were done on the Flip Ultra HD. And we're back in here, and little man is wide awake. Littlest man. He had a bit of a spit up, so we're dealing with it. We're good. Duncan was big, massive help. Duncan sat over here and kept an eye on him and helped out while I ran to get paper towels and ran to move this and wash that and wipe this, and thank you, Duncan. That was very helpful. Oh no, but he's super hungry now. We've got to get a bottle. All right, bottle time. We are all good to go. We're gonna make it. Mommy and Grandma will be home here in just a few minutes, and then we'll be all right. It's just stressful trying to do it by myself. This is why I'm not a single dad, and I'm very happy I'm not a single dad. Although I think if I were a single dad, Duncan would be a huge help. Although we'd have to limit game time. He pooped on me. It's not funny. Christina and her mom walked in the door, and as soon as she walked back in here, he big nastiest that's ever been kind of poop. It's not that funny. It's bad.
It's not bad.
Hell. The other valuable thing I learned about this this camera that I didn't think about earlier, and I really should have, is that the audio, when you're using this microphone, you need to be in front of it. And I tend to do a lot of filming where I'm facing it away from me, so you can't really hear what I'm saying all that well on the other side. So I'd have to figure something out if I wanted to do that a lot. I'm not going to be doing that a lot though, so anytime that I'm going to be on the other side, I'll just turn the mic around, and then I'll turn it back when I'm ready to go back. But he's all better, he's all clean-butted, and you're fuzzy. There you go.
Yeah.
They didn't recognize you were a person. But he's got a clean butt and a happy face. Look at the happy face.
Cute
So
face.
happy. He's halfway awake. Get that thing out of my face.
You better get used to it, boy.
There's gonna be a lot of it. Time for some foods.
Yeah, Mommy's gonna make
It's
barbecue.
really dark in here. They're trying to determine who can and can't say words.
Say it again.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
You can't say it right.
Give me another one.
Lightning.
Elevator?
Elevator I can do.
Lightning.
It's words. Some words that have S's is the problem.
Snake?
No. I can
Lightning.
do snake.
I can say lightning, but she can't say lightning.
Do it.
Lightning and then lightning and I said it. Lightning.
Oh, you almost said it.
Lightning and then
That's better, Lightning.
There's a boy. He's awake.
He's halfway out. But he's kind of smiling. Is he pooping some more?
No.
No more pooping. No, he's just gonna throw it now.
Do it.
So we might spit up, so.
Do
It's
it.
okay. What is this?
It's a snack.
Pinwheels. Turkey and Colby Jack cheese pinwheels. What's the red thing though? Is it tomato or is it pepper?
I think it's pepper.
Looks like a roasted pepper.
Roasted red pepper.
Yeah, roasted red pepper.
You're fuzzy. There you go.
You wanna try one, Jackson? I have mayo
No.
on it. You'll need it as mayo on it.
Oh no!
Mayo, ew.
Mine does not have the red stuff in it. So.
I just thought about that. The corners here, it's like right at head level for the baby.
Wait, how do you...
Tilt it. Raise it up.
Teaching him how to take selfies.
Up a little. Up. Okay, get your finger in front of it. Now,
I can't hold it.
okay.
Oh, he's got a wiggly butt.
You did it.
Getting wiggly on him. Wiggler. Doing dangerous things. Not done, but before. Oh no, there's jalapenos too. Oh. Oh, buddy, the food is the food. There you go. There's the finished product. Tis what, pulled pork with chips and cheese and jalapenos and nom 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 nom. Nom. Good stuff. And somebody doesn't like it.
What?
Who could that be?
Man.
Yeah. He's gonna have the pickiness. He's gonna have Lunchables. Super duper healthy stuff there. Although I can't really say much. This is not what I would call healthy.
No.
It's what I would call tasty. And out of focus. That's better.
You ready?
They've decided to be gymnasts.
Make your legs straight.
My legs are straight.
Straight behind you.
Yeah.
His legs straight, mommy.
Yeah, mostly.
You're gonna hurt your belly.
And he's just wiggling. Is he gonna wake up?
Gonna be mad.
I don't want to wake up. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to take a quick trip out to Walmart. There's something for the baby Christina wants me to look for, and I was trying to figure out how I was gonna do this because I want to do the whole I want to do the whole day in 4K, but I definitely don't want to carry the G7 into Walmart. That would just be awkward. So I'm switching back over to the Nexus 5X for a little bit because it does 4K video, and I can use that for when I go into the store. But I got to charge it before I go. So more updates as they come. So this is apparently what we are on the lookout for. Some sort of a sleeper swing, not a swing, rocker thing. So time to head out to Walmart. Let's make sure that the phone has charged before I do. 46%. It was at 20-something%, and it is doing rapid charging. So I'm actually really curious to see how this is going to turn out. I'm stopped, I'm not moving or anything, and I've just got the light in the car turned on. Wanted to see how this sounds and how this looks. It should be really dark, but it doesn't look like it's grainy, so that's definitely a big plus. Alrighty, made it into Walmart. Decided to switch away from the main camera into the Nexus 5X, still at 4K quality. A little bit less conspicuous, a little bit better, I guess. But let's see. Looking for little baby rocker swinger seat thing. I see all sorts of Bumbo baby seats, which we've got. Sorts of high chair type things. Guessing it'll probably be down this way toward more of the furniture type things. This looks closer to what we're looking for. She said what she was looking for was a Fisher-Price branded. Actually, this looks exactly like what she was looking for. Rockin' Dream Sleeper from Ingenuity. So that's an option. Well, there's not much in terms of options. We've got this little thing, which is sort of a bouncer, and this little thing, which is sort of a rocker thing, which I think is more what she's wanting. I sent her a picture of it, and she said it wasn't tall enough, but I think we're gonna give it a shot. It's a rocking sleeper. It's got a vibration unit. I mean, this is exactly what she sent me here for, so I can only assume this is what we're supposed to be. All right, it looks like I'm gonna pick this thing up, and I'm also gonna pick up this little thing. It's some sort of a sleep positioner I think you can put in the bed. We're just trying to make it easier for Ellis to be able to sleep at night, and this thing is on clearance, so might as well give it a shot. Alright, not gonna lie, that was not a whole lot of fun at all, but picked up a couple of things. You saw it in the clip there. Figure we'll take it back, we'll give it a shot, and what she doesn't like or doesn't want, we can always bring back. It's Walmart, they have a great return policy. That was heavy.
Imagine.
Oh, he's awake.
He is awake.
He's not sleeping at all. Hello, little one. Hi. He's good to go. But yeah, picked up a couple of things. Figured we'll check him out. He's apparently full of the poops again. And he is very pleased with himself. He was sitting here just smiling about it. Say, no, don't talk about that. Don't talk about it.
It's stinky.
And she's having to sit in it. Oh no.
I
Wait until he finishes.
want to make sure he's done.
And while they were doing all that, I assembled stuff. And it's very blurry, sorry. But yeah, this is the co-sleeper, I guess they called it. The thing you put in the middle of the bed. She doesn't like it. Woo. And then that's the rocker sleeper thing. So, assembled.
Because he doesn't sleep.
Because he doesn't sleep, yeah. I think he likes it. I think he's pretty happy with it so far. I just kind of stuck him in here after we changed him. He seems pretty cool with it so far. It's cozy and it can be rocked. I'm just sort of moving my hand and it rocks it a little bit. He seems pretty good with it so far. Look at that, ain't that comfy. And it is a little while later. Christina and Ellis have gone to bed. Duncan was already in bed a while back. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I started looking through the footage and I've got like 20 gigs of footage to deal with. And rendering it down, I think I can get it down as low as about 5 gigs, which is still gonna take a long time to upload. So time to wrap this up. I'm gonna get to work doing other things while I'm finishing the night up, while I'm waiting for baby stuff to happen inevitably. But he seemed pretty happy in that sleeper so far, so that's definitely 2 thumbs up there. We'll have to see how it works overnight. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this extra long day because it looks like it's going to be well over 20 minutes again. Awesome. Thank you for spending the day with me and my family, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.